from raw logs to split stacks in seconds, this isn't your average firewood job. It's a full-throttle showdown of the world's most extreme firewood machines, built to crush, rip, and dominate. Welcome to the Tech Trouble.
Nothing hits harder in the woods than this. The black split-fast hydraulic log splitter tears into the job site like a predator built for one thing: crushing timber without mercy. With its dual-arm grapple locking onto massive rounds, it lifts and slams each log into position before the steel wedge rips straight through, turning brutal hardwood into perfect firewood in seconds. From a fully hydraulic control seat, the operator commands a non-stop cycle of power, precision, and pure domination. Step into the sawdust and feel the roar. This is raw timber power unleashed. The mobile circular sawmill isn't here for show. It's here to slice, rip, and dominate. Belt-driven and gas-powered, this rugged beast rides on steel wheels, hauling its deadly spinning blade straight into the heart of hardwood. One pass and the solid log turns into clean-cut boards, while sawdust explodes into the air like smoke from a cannon.
Brace yourself for raw mechanical dominance. This beastly hydraulic firewood processor is where brute force meets industrial finesse. Built with a vertical wedge splitting head and heavy-duty log cradle, this machine doesn't just split logs, it demolishes them into precision-cut firewood in seconds. As the massive hardwood log glides into position, a high-torque hydraulic ram drives it straight into a fixed splitting grid, cleaving it cleanly into uniform pieces. Mounted on a reinforced steel frame, this processor handles oversized timber with ease, chewing through knotty, resinous rounds without hesitation.
When farm muscle meets cutting fury, this PTO-powered disc firewood cutter doesn't just spin, it tears through frozen logs with ruthless precision. Built around a repurposed steel wheel hub, the high-speed blade mounts directly to a tractor's PTO, converting raw limbs into clean firewood with terrifying ease. Now this is raw power in motion. What you're seeing is a heavy-duty industrial circular sawmill slicing through logs like butter. This monster green machine is built for non-stop firewood production, featuring a massive vertical blade powered by a high-torque hydraulic system. The high-speed disc spins with such velocity that it sends clouds of sawdust flying with every cut. When brute power meets backyard precision, this flywheel log splitter turns raw timber into firewood with ruthless efficiency. A gear-driven system spins that red flywheel to store massive kinetic energy, then slams a steel ram into logs, splitting even knotty rounds in one explosive hit. Designed for small to mid-size operations, it's fast, fuel-saving, and brutally effective. In the heart of the forest, brute force meets surgical precision. This is a heavy-duty firewood processor at full throttle, converting massive birch logs into clean, uniform firewood with ruthless efficiency. At the front line, a hydraulically powered infeed table guides raw timber into the processor like a conveyor of destruction. Once inside, an automatic chainsaw swings down with pinpoint control, slicing each log to a preset length in seconds. This machine is designed for serious firewood production. With its powerful hydraulic system, it not only cuts, but pushes each section forward into a splitting wedge. The log is then cracked cleanly by a robust ram capable of producing multiple splits in one stroke. Whether it's frozen hardwood or freshly felled timber, nothing slows this beast down.
This isn't splitting wood, it's a full-force demolition show powered by steel. The cone screw log splitter commands attention from the first turn. Anchored to a heavy-duty red frame, its massive rotating steel screw bites into dense hardwood rounds with brutal precision. As the tip catches the grain, torque from the hydraulic or PTO-driven system twists the log apart, splintering even the toughest wood fibers with sheer mechanical aggression. Unlike hydraulic rams that push straight through, this splitter uses a cone design to drill, grip, and rip simultaneously. The spiral threads pull the log inward while generating crushing lateral pressure that tears it from the inside out. There's no hesitation, just raw rotational force converting tree trunks into firewood-ready pieces in seconds. It's built for real-world chaos. Frozen logs, twisted grain, oversized rounds, this beast chews through them all. Operators can handle massive volumes quickly and safely, thanks to the simple yet aggressive engineering behind the screw drive system. Whether mounted on a tractor's three-point hitch or integrated into a standalone frame, the machine is built for long shifts and serious productivity. In a world where time is money and wood waits for no one, this log splitter doesn't just perform, it dominates. This isn't splitting wood, it's a full-force demolition show powered by steel. The cone screw log splitter commands attention from the first turn. Anchored to a heavy-duty red frame, its massive rotating steel screw bites into dense hardwood rounds with brutal precision. As the tip catches the grain, torque from the hydraulic or PTO-driven system twists the log apart, splintering even the toughest wood fibers with sheer mechanical aggression. Under a clear countryside sky, raw hardwood meets industrial muscle, a high-capacity hydraulic firewood processor built for pure efficiency. Tractor-powered and brutally effective, it feeds massive logs into a steel splitting wedge, tearing them into perfect firewood in seconds. With a heavy-duty in-feed table and a relentless hydraulic ram, it crushes timber like butter. Built for serious firewood operations, the Metal Agricola vertical bandsaw log cutter brings raw mechanical precision to the forest floor. At its core, a vertically mounted steel bandsaw blade powers through dense hardwood logs with high-speed accuracy, transforming rough timber into clean, uniform slices in a matter of seconds. Powering through logs like a beast on a mission, this R8 cone splitter by Blaxland Forest tears entire timber rounds into perfect firewood chunks with unstoppable hydraulic force. Mounted to a compact Avant loader, its rotating blade-driven wedge slices through multiple logs at once, clean, fast, and ruthless. Designed for maximum productivity and minimal handling, this high-torque setup chews through fresh hardwood like it's nothing, launching split pieces into the collection pile in seconds. Crashing through dense brush and towering saplings, the mighty excavator shown here is fitted with a high-powered forestry mulcher head, turning full-grown trees into mulch in seconds. This beast, likely a Caterpillar excavator retrofitted with a TA9 brush cutter attachment, is engineered for extreme land clearing and vegetation control. Whether it's for wildfire prevention or reclaiming overgrown acreage, this machine delivers unmatched efficiency with devastating precision. Raw power meets zero mercy. This rotary wedge splitter doesn't just cut logs, it annihilates them. That thick, moss-covered hardwood doesn't stand a chance as the spinning flywheel builds jaw-dropping torque, slamming the hydraulic ram into a hardened steel wedge. The impact is instant. One brutal strike and the log explodes into perfect firewood. There's no finesse here, just mechanical domination. Engineered for high-output firewood operations, this beast is built for relentless speed, raw violence, and the unstoppable destruction of the toughest timber nature can offer.
You're looking at the AutoCut 700 Comfort, a high-efficiency, tractor-powered firewood processing system designed for non-stop volume. In this scene, it's running in full swing, feeding log after log into its automatic slicing chamber. With each pass, the logs are cut to length, split cleanly, and conveyed directly into the weighting basket. No manual lifting, no wasted time. Precision German engineering meets raw productivity. Every component on the AutoCut 700 is optimized for fast cycles, consistent log sizing, and operator comfort. The rear tractor PTO delivers the muscle, while the onboard control system ensures safe, automatic operation.
Massive hardwood logs are driven into this industrial-grade hydraulic splitter, and with a single crushing stroke, they're transformed into perfectly portioned firewood. Built on a heavy-duty steel frame and armed with a reinforced multi-way wedge, this high-torque beast rips through dense timber with zero hesitation. Each log is split cleanly, and the integrated catch tray ensures every piece drops directly into the container below. No mess, no downtime. From raw trunk to stack-ready firewood, this is advanced log splitting at its finest, engineered for maximum output, unstoppable force, and seamless workflow. Perfect for operators who demand speed, control, and relentless productivity. Raw power, no apologies. This electric cone screw splitter doesn't ask, it rips. Mounted on a rugged steel frame, the high-torque rotating screw drills straight into massive logs, splitting them apart with violent precision. No hydraulics, no complicated setup, just pure mechanical aggression. With each rotation, the cone bites deeper, forcing the grain to give way and the log to burst open effortlessly. It's loud, fast, and dangerously effective, exactly how serious firewood production gets done. Pure kinetic power in action. What you're seeing here is the Raygon R8, a high-performance firewood processor engineered for speed, torque, and relentless log destruction. This machine doesn't just split wood, it rips through full-length timber using a chainsaw bar and a heavy-duty splitting wedge system, all mounted on a mobile frame. In this sequence, logs are loaded onto the infeed conveyor and advanced toward the cutting chamber. A hydraulically driven chainsaw bar drops cleanly through the log, sectioning it with precision. Instantly, each round is forced into a multi-way wedge splitter, exploding into perfectly measured firewood chunks. Designed for serious firewood operations, the Raygon R8 thrives in high-output environments, turning raw timber into split, stacked product with minimal human input. This is what industrial-grade productivity looks like. Tight tolerances, brutal force, and clean split rounds flying off faster than you can stack them. Watch raw precision meet compact power with the Stihl chainsaw mill attachment. This setup transforms a standard Stihl chainsaw into a horizontal log slicing station by mounting it on a sturdy guide rail and reinforced bracket. Operators feed logs manually across the blade using a stand, while a foot pedal control ensures smooth, safe operation. Meet the steel chainsaw mill attachment, an efficient log slicing system built for compact firewood preparation. In this setup, a sturdy steel chainsaw is mounted on a horizontal guide rail with a reinforced bracket. This turns the handheld saw into a precise cutting station. Logs are manually fed into the blade using the stand, and each cut drops directly into a collection bin, ready for splitting or stacking. It's a low-cost, foot-pedal-controlled system perfect for small-scale log cutting. Fast, clean, and surprisingly powerful.
This is a high-torque, flywheel-powered vertical wedge log splitter. The operator drops each log onto a sharp V-shaped steel blade, which is driven upward with brutal force by a rotating mechanical flywheel system mounted beneath the platform. As the log contacts the blade, it's instantly split into halves with a clean, explosive burst of power. This design delivers rapid-fire splitting action ideal for seasoned hardwood, turning thick rounds into firewood in seconds. Its compact steel frame and electric motor setup make it efficient for high-volume backyard or semi-industrial use.
And that's the raw power behind today's jaw-dropping firewood processing machines, where brute force meets mechanical precision in every split, slice, and slam. From cone screw splitters that tear logs apart with violent torque to fully automated processors stacking uniform pieces like a factory line, these machines aren't just tools, they're engineered monsters built for non-stop production. Whether mounted on tractors, loaders, or rolling on wheels, each system turns the brutal task of wood prep into a fast, efficient, and unstoppable operation. If you thought firewood was just about axes and elbow grease, think again. This is next-level log destruction, and it's only getting faster, louder, and more extreme.